If you're able to solve this SAT math question, whoever you send this video to will get a 700 on their next SAT. Not 700 on the math section, on the whole SAT. If you want to do the question on your own and check your answer at the end, feel free. What I will do is explain how to do it step by step. So the question is, the graph of a circle shown the XY plane above, there isn't supposed to be a comma here, I don't know why. Okay. Intersects the x-axis and the y-axis 3 points. What is the radius of the circle? Now you might think of just doing a Pythagorean theorem for 6 and 8 because it looks like it's the radius, right? Because you go from one part of the circle to another. But the problem is, you don't know whether it passes through the center of the circle, because if you draw a line there, then you go from one part of the circle to another, but it's clearly not the length of the radius. Same thing if you draw it there or there, right? The radius is the length of the circle from one vertex of the circle to another, if you understand what I'm saying, right? So you can't really just draw two lines in the circle and expect to find the radius. Now, here's the thing. It actually works for this one, but if you get a similar question on the SAT and it doesn't work for that question, then what's the point, right? So then how do we solve it? So we're going to use the points that they gave us to find the center of the circle. So these 2 points right there both have a y value of 0. And we know that when 2 points have the same y value on a circle, the center of the circle is the average of their x values, right? The x value of the center of the circle is the average of their x values. So the average of 8 and 0 is 4, meaning the x center of the circle is at 4x, and the y, it's the same thing. So it's the average of 6 and 0, so 3. So the center of the circle is at 4, 3. So if we do the Pythagorean theorem with any point, we're going to use 0 because it's easier, right? Then it gives us a radius of 5. If you would have used 8 and 6 to find the diameter, it would have actually worked. And you then divide it by 2 would have given you 5. But don't try that technique because you're not sure 100% that it would work in another question. So really stick to the one with finding the average and stuff.